Hello. Here we are at the beginning of week 7. I say the beginning, it's actually, oh my God, what is it today? It's Tuesday the 7th of July. It's actually my nephew's birthday, so we've been out this evening celebrating him turning 15. I thought I'd better just come on and say, hello, welcome to week 7, welcome to the Heartmoor podcast. These are my summer sock camp vlogs, which is part a knit along by the Crazy Sock Lady. Basically knitting socks, crocheting socks all summer long. It's a bit of a quieter week for me this week, so there won't be as much vlog content. Not done anything yet this week. We're already on Tuesday. Tomorrow I'm working all day, and then my daughter's at a disco in the evening, so there won't be so much content then. And then Thursday, we're at a guiding event in the evening, so I can't vlog lots there because there's lots of other kids around. And Friday, I can't remember. Hello, Ivy. Should we come and say hello? Hello. Who's that, Ivy? We don't see as much of Ivy, do we? Come here. Come on. Oh God, that light's terrible. Come on then, Ivy. She'll come up. There she is. Hello. You're a pretty girl, aren't you? Eh? Are you pretty? Are you pretty? Yeah. She's pretty. I'll continue stroking her with my other hand. Yeah, Saturday. Yeah, not so much. God, I'm so close. And Sunday, not so much. So yeah, really haven't got a lot of plans. So there may not be so much vlog content. Well, that's okay. I'll still talk about my knitting. I've already achieved 2 goals, and we're only on Tuesday, so that's positive, isn't it? And we'll see how we get on. But I'll catch up with you again later in the week. Hi. It is Saturday evening on the 11th of July, and I've basically not vlogged anything this week. It's been a busy week, but all the stuff I've done have been like things with my kids. So there was, I can't remember, there was like a guide picnic, birthday party, a work social, all things where I can't really vlog because they've got other people in them. So I thought, for the sake of adding in a bit of content, I've got my box of socks here, box of hand knit socks that I've basically knitted since I began. All the ones for me, I haven't got the ones I've knitted for other people, but all the socks that I've knitted for me, and I thought I would just talk you through them. Some of them I wear, some of them I don't wear. Maybe looking at them again will encourage me to get them out. So we'll do that. I'm gonna be staying up late tonight because England are in the quarter-finals of the World Cup, Football World Cup, and that's on at 10 o'clock tonight. Now, I'm normally in bed by 9:30, so it's going to be a struggle for me, but I'm going to try and stay up at least for the first half and see how we get on. What else? Yeah, so tomorrow I'll just do my usual wrap-up of where I'm at. If there's anything you would like to see in these sort of weekly podcasts, because we're approaching the summer holidays now, so there is going to be a little... What is that bird up there? Oh, it's just a giant seagull. We're approaching the summer holidays now, so there is going to be a little bit more content because we're out and about, we're doing lots of fun things. But some weeks might be just... we're going through another heat wave, and it's just too hot really to do an awful lot. So some weeks might be like that. So if there's anything in particular you'd like to see on these vlogs, then let me know and I can see what I can do. So I'm going to flip you around and we will go through some of my socks. Right, sorry, move my... Right, so here is my box of socks. This lives upstairs in my chest of drawers with all my other sort of non-knitted socks and other undergarments. So I think I'll just go from the top down, and it's a bit of a mess, isn't it? But we'll go top down and go from there. So these ones I finished recently. These are a pair of Bluebell yarn socks, non-superwash, in a 3x1 rib. Really love them. Only finished them recently, so they've not been worn yet because it's just been too warm. But yeah, it's 3x1, a really lovely long leg, 2x2 ribbed cuff, 3x1, and it's, like I say, it's a Bluebell yarn, and I really like these, so I'm looking forward to wearing those. These ones here are all scunched up, so these are commercial yarn. I can't remember, well, that one's inside out. Oh, they're both inside out, that's helpful. It's a commercial self-striping yarn. I can't remember who it was by. I finished these in September this year. September last year, sorry. I think I finished these in September. I do wear them a lot, but because it's one of those commercial yarns, they're quite a thick wool as well, and quite warm. So I tend to wear these ones mostly in the winter, but I do love them, and they are nice and pretty, and they have been worn lots. Next are these. I bought this yarn at I think I bought this one at the Southern Wool Show with Cherie a couple of years ago. 2 years ago we went there. They're a pair of DK socks, so I do wear them a lot in the winter. These ones have been worn. Most of these go in the washing machine, and then I don't put them in the tumble dryer, but they do go in the washing machine, and then they just come out and hang out on the back of a chair to dry. But you can see, this is not focusing very well at all, is it? You can see they've been worn, but they're worn quite a lot, and they've lasted really well. I can't remember who they were by. This is going to be a great snippet of a podcast if I can't remember who any of these are by. But most of these are on my Ravelry page. But if you have any questions, do pop them below as well. But I do wear those ones quite a lot too. What should we do next? Well, let's do these. Where's the other one? Under there. So these are by the Yarn Badger, and this was her Christmas self-striping set, not Christmas just gone, but the Christmas before, and it was called Northern Lights. At the time I was a little bit disappointed because they're really not obvious stripes, like this patch here, for example. And I was trying to knit a stripe a day through Advent, and I just couldn't work out where one stripe began and another one finished. So but they are lovely to wear, and I have worn them quite a bit because they're a lovely long sock, and they're ribbed. Yeah, these are a 3x1 rib as well. These are a merino nylon, but you can see where they've sort of felted a little bit, sort of been a bit worn. But I shoved these in the washing machine, but because they're a nice long sock, I did wear these quite a bit in the winter. But again, they're another 3x1 sock. So yeah, those ones have been worn. These ones I wear quite a bit. These are shorties, little roll edges, high Rose City roller socks, perhaps. That might be the pattern. Again, in a commercial yarn, I can't remember what one. At the moment, until I knitted the socks that I just finished the other week in the Felt Fusion, these were my only shorties. So obviously I was wearing these quite a lot in my trainers. But I want some more shorties in my life, so I'm trying to straighten it out a bit. But yeah, these are a nice pair of simple shorties. Again, these have been worn quite a lot. I suppose the ones at the top are going to be the ones that are worn the most. These ones I absolutely love. These are probably my favourite socks out of all the ones I have. Look how much they have felted and been worn. So these are by Stripey Cat Yarns. It was the Muppet Christmas Carol colourway. I absolutely love Muppet's Christmas Carol, and hence why I wear them all the time. It's a really long leg. I really hope she brings this back. She's just started dyeing again, and she said she's going to do some more Christmas colourways, and I just need Muppet's Christmas Carol in my life, because I absolutely love these. And this was like a sparkly mini that came with it. But these have had so much wear. I wear these pretty much throughout December. They're my favourite Christmas socks, and I absolutely love them. These are just vanilla. Next, here's a pair of socks. I don't really wear. They're really, really thick. So this was, oh, I probably used the wrong yarn. This was some like a sort of a pick and mix leftover type kit from Cold Harbour Mill in their yarns, and it was like a box of like random minis, like all put together. It's so thick. Look how thick that is. Non-superwash wool. They're fine for, they're really, really thick. They're great for around the house. I wouldn't wear them out because I think they'd felt too much. You can see there are already bits and bobs just coming off them already. So they've not really been worn much, but they are super thick, super toasty, and I will probably wear those in winter. Let's do these because I wear these ones a lot. Again, these are, oh, I know what these are. Right, so these are DK socks. I held the yarn together. So it's the West Yorkshire Spinners Silent Night held with some, oh, what's it called? Oh God, what's that Danish yarn called on the cone? I can't think of the name of it now. That's really going to annoy me. But I held it together with a Danish non-superwash yarn, a West Yorkshire Spinner sock yarn with some sparkle in it, and made some really thick socks for winter. I ran out, ended up just using some other random leftover that I had, as you can see on the toe, but I don't care. These ones I wear around the house quite a lot in winter. Holst Garn Super Soft, that's what it's held with. So it's like a pale blue Holst Garn Super Soft with the Silent Night. Really, really thick. But I don't put these ones in the washing machine because I think the Holst would shrink, but love those. Again, just vanilla socks, DK. Next, let's do these because these have been worn quite a bit. So these are a homespun house set from, I did her 4 Sundays of Advent, sorry, a couple of years ago, and it was just a mini and a green sock yarn, and then I used the mini again on the toe. Really love these. Again, it's quite a nice long leg. All of mine are heel flap and gussets, as you can see. I've worn these ones quite a bit as well. Quite like the colour, but these are by Vanilla Socks, just by a homespun house. We're getting into the territory of I've not worn very many of these. Here is a sock yarn. It's by the Fibre Co. I can't remember what type of yarn, and the Fibre Co. aren't making it anymore. So this was a pattern. Oh, I can't remember the pattern either. I'm totally useless. Again, it's on my Ravelry page, but really pretty. It was quite easy to memorise, and I wear these quite a lot. Nice long rib, really pretty non-superwash yarn, I think, and you can't see them properly in the box, can you? There we go. Really pretty socks, really pretty pattern, and just perfect for wearing when I want something a bit fancier, maybe, because they've got the texture. I like it when you can see the socks. So if I'm wearing like sort of shorter jeans or trainers with a little skirt, I like to wear these ones because you can see the pattern. So those are another pair I've got. I've got these ones here. So these are knitted in Kaleidoscope from Lay Family Yarn. I bought this a couple of years ago with Cherie. We both bought a pack when we went to the Lay Family Yarn retreat. That was about 3 years ago now. And it's a sock pattern by Bryony Bear's Kay. I can't think of her surname, but Kay from Bryony Bear. And again, I can't remember the name of the pattern. I literally just knit things and throw them in here and then forget instantly what I've done. But I haven't worn these very often, but I only finished them last year, so I definitely plan to wear those this winter. They're really pretty. The colours in this sock yarn have come out superbly, and I love those. Right, we're into the realms now of not wearing very much. These ones are another 3x1 ribbed sock. So I think that the pink is from Beehive Yarns. I think I had it left over from a hat I made for my girls. This was from, I can't remember. can't remember, but it's just another 3x1 simple rib sock. And I love these, and these ones have had quite a bit of wear as well. I like the rib socks. They tend to hug my feet a little better. Actually, this is a broken rib, 3x1 broken rib, but I do love those. Right, we are definitely in the realms of ones I don't wear very much. These ones are ones that is a pattern that I designed. Just, yeah, pretty colour work pattern, just a couple of stripes. And I'm calling these my Saltash socks because it reminds me of the cross in Saltash. Is that what these ones are, or is that a different set? I don't remember anyway. But these are in the Fibre Co. again, just in a nice white with a grey mini I just found lying around. Quite thick for winter. I haven't worn them very much just because they're white and they're not as practical, but I really like the colour work on these. So I think I will probably do another pair with a very similar colour work in the future because I really like those. Then, oh look, these ones are all just nicely folded. I don't think I've ever worn those. This is another, oh, who's this one by? This is Yarn Badger again. This is another yarn by Yarn Badger, and it's really, really pretty. I love the way that it's like striped in between, you know, it's like a leopard's spots in between the stripes. Really cleverly dyed. Just a vanilla sock with a really beautiful mini to match. And yeah, I do wear these ones actually as well because I really like the long leg on these. But yeah, these were by the Yarn Badger, really pretty yarn. I've got this one. Have I got two of these? Yeah, so this was knit in a yarn. It's just, I can't think what it's called. Oh, this was a pattern by Becky Dixon. Me and Cherie occasionally host the spring equisocks. We're hoping to do it again next year, where we knit for the month of March for the spring equisocks, and Becky Dixon designed a pattern for us. I can't remember the name of it, but it was really, really pretty pattern. But this is a yarn from, it's like a pale burgundy. You can't really see the colour very well there. It is like a pale pink. It was coming out sort of more mushroomy colour, but it is a pale pink. It's yarn by Woolly Mammoth Yarns. These ones, they're non-superwash, but these ones have felted quite a bit. I did wear these quite a lot in the original days. I thought I'd patched them up somewhere. Maybe that's not these socks. Maybe that's a different one. But still really like them. I just haven't worn them that much, but now I've got to the bottom of my sock pile, I think I will. Right, these ones here are another really basic pair of DK weight yarn socks. I can't remember where the yarn's from, but just really simple vanilla DK socks. Love them. Plan to wear them. Yeah, I do wear these in winter. I don't know why they're at the bottom. I don't think I wore them last year, but I definitely wore them the year before. Really like those DK socks. Right, these are another Yarn Badger one. This was a Christmas colourway she did. You can see the stripes. So this is one where I definitely did do a stripe a day throughout December. Again, a really long leg on these. Really pretty. I absolutely love that colourway. But yeah, these were for the Yarn Badger. I have worn these quite a bit, but once I just knitted other socks, these ones went into the drawer. You can see they're sort of starting to felt a bit on the back of the leg and on the foot and stuff like that. They are clean. It's just something clearly has stuck to them. But these are Yarn Badger self-striping. These are the Copper Conifer socks by Twin Satin Pearl, and the colourway is a colour by Lay Family Yarns. It's an old colourway. I don't think they do it anymore. Really pretty pattern. It looks lovely. I think I'll knit this again soon. And the purple is just a mini that I dyed that was just kicking around in my drawer. I have worn these a couple of times, but yeah, for some reason I just gravitate to other socks because it's a rib sock, and these are like there's holes in it. It's lacy. It's a lace pattern. I'm trying to see if I can show you. Put my hand in. It's more of a lace pattern, so you can sort of see through the holes. So I tend to not wear those as often, but still really love the sock. So yeah. Then we've got these. These were from, I can't remember where this colourway came from, but really pair of pretty vanilla socks. Just some lovely speckled yarn. I love these, and these have been worn quite a bit as well. I think I wore them for a bit and then put them to the bottom so I could wear some new ones. But I love the way that these colours go together. So just a simple pair of vanilla socks. We're nearly there, look, only a few pairs left. Oh, I can't remember who these were by, but these are like my Halloween socks. These are the only pair of Halloweeny socks I've got. Self-striping yarn, vanilla. Haven't worn these very much. I need to get these out in November and wear these really, because they're the only pair of Halloween socks I've got. So I plan to wear those, not November, October. I plan to wear these in October this year. I'll remember that they're in there and get them out. Then we've got these really pretty songs. I can't remember where this yarn was from. Oh, I can. I think it was Hedgerow Yarns, actually. It's a Hedgerow Yarn yak sock set in like this really sort of beige grey. And these are a 3x1 rib. I did it all the way down, but I've also folded them over. So they're quite long socks, but I like these folded. And I quite like the look of the other side of the rib with the rib. They look really, really good together, and these look great over a little pair of trainers. And I love these socks. I haven't worn them very much because I love them so much that I didn't want to ruin them, but I think I just need to wear them because I got them out again and I remember how much I love them. So I'm going to wear those this winter. Right, we've got 5 pairs of socks left. Are those different? Yes. So these again, can't remember where the sock yarn came from, but it's just a lovely pair of speckled vanilla socks. Again, I haven't worn these very much. You can tell they're almost like new, but sat in my sock drawer waiting for me to wear them. Very pretty speckly socks. Right, the last 4 pairs I have here are all from Lay Family Yarns, and it was a few years ago now. They did their rainbow sock club. And I knitted a scarf out of them, but with the leftovers, I made some scrappy socks, but I've never really worn them. So there's this really pretty pink set. So it was all like, it's got like a pink, a green, really pretty speckles. So there was like basically a, well, let's take them out of the box. That's not helpful, is it? So there was a really pretty pink scrappy set. So those ones. There was, and then the next month it was like this brownie beigey colour. No, this is different. This isn't LA Family Yarn. I'm lying. This is a completely different one. It was a sock set from Nora George, and I faded it here. So I used this one up to here. Then I did a bit of striping, and then I used this one. Just some simple vanilla socks. Never worn those yet. Put those over there. So the other 2 are definitely part of the Lay family. Yeah, they are. So this is another set. So it was the pinks and the yellows. Sort of the brighter pinks, whereas that's the darker pinks. This was the brighter pinks. So that was another rainbow sock set colourway. And then I did one in the oranges, and then I stopped doing them because I was bored of scrappy socks. And this one like is in the oranges and rusts. So just another set of scrappy socks, all in Lay Family Yarn. And that is my handmade sock pile. I've got a couple of pairs upstairs that I'm sort of wearing, and they're a bit dirty. So you don't want, I'm not wearing them in this weather, but I have been wearing them, but they haven't been washed yet. So I won't show you those, but essentially, yeah, that's all my socks. I don't know. Did any of those inspire you? Which are your favourites? What are your favourite socks? What do you wear the most? Do you have a million times more socks than me? I've definitely got more here than I need, but you know, why can't I? Why can't I have as many as I want and then just knit them? But yeah, that's my sock pile. So hello, we are finally here on Sunday, week 7. It's quite late in the day actually. It's nearly 7 o'clock in the evening, and I'm watching, oh actually let me mute that, that's probably really annoying. I'm watching the Wimbledon men's singles final. I am Team Zverev, so looking forward to hopefully for him winning. Got my face. Sort that one out later. Yeah, we're here, it's week 7, and this is my end of week roundup. Thank you. No, let's do that at the end. Let's just do the roundup. It's really hot, and I'm really Been a long, hot day today. Haven't done an awful lot, sat in the garden because there's been a lovely breeze today. So I've sat in the garden most of the day and just knitted on a sock. Right, let's start with that sock actually, since it's up here. So this is my, let's get that, let's get it all down here. These are my Mamie and Florrie socks. This really beautiful blue with all these fabulous colours in, and that's in the colour Beau Morris, and it's a 75 BFL 25% nylon. And I am knitting, here is the first one. So the first one I finished a while ago, and I'm knitting these on 2.5mm DPNs, 15 rounds of ribbing. 15, is that what I did on the other one? Yeah, 15 rounds of ribbing, 20 rows, the leg, heel and my toe. And these are for me. They knit up really beautifully, no pooling at all, absolutely. I mean, a tiny bit on the heel, but yeah, really love those. So here is my second sock, and here is where I was last week. So I was just on the, literally I think just started the heel, and I wanted to get through the gusset stitches, so I have done the heel, I'm through the gusset, and I'm actually halfway up the toe. So these will be finished this evening. So I'm way ahead on these ones, but I really want these in my wardrobe. I love this colour. They're going to look really cute with a little pair of white trainers and a pair of denim shorts over the summer. So looking forward to wearing these. So these will be finished tonight. So next week, these will definitely be a finished object. And that'll be another set off my needles, which means I can cast on another pair of Christmas in July socks. So that is my Mamie and Florrie ones. You will see those again next week for the last time. Right, I'm going to line them all up actually for my photo as I go, because if I don't, I get quite stressed and then I'm like, oh, I can't do the photo. So I'm just gonna line it up here while we're chatting. Next ones, let's do these. So these are my Bird Street yarn socks in the colourway Wisteria Lane. There we go, Bird Street Wisteria Lane. These are a 75/25, and here is this absolutely stunning colour, this beautiful sort of off-white, then with all these fabulous sort of cottagey colours in. Really, really love this one. And I had I finished it? No. So here is the first sock. So this is the Hermione Everyday sock pattern. It's a free pattern. And I cast on in, this is a camel's yarn colourway, which you will see on another sock in a moment. So these are on 2.5mm needles, 20 rounds of ribbing. I can't remember how many, I can't remember how many repeats of the leg I did, but I did the leg till it was a nice length. And then I haven't done the pattern across the foot, and then I've just knitted across the foot. And this is where I was when I last podcast last week. So I have finished this sock, which is what I wanted to do. And I have cast on and done the cuff of the second one. And that was exactly what I had set out to do. And that is what I have done. Next week, I would like to have these ones. I'd like to have the pattern done. So I'd like to be just before the heel. I think get the full pattern, get the full leg done in the pattern and get ready for the heel. So yeah, that's those ones. It's going to be another hot week next week, so we'll see how much knitting I get done. So I'm not setting massive targets, but you know, just little tiny ones, because it's so hot and knitting is hard, and socks are about the only thing I can manage at the moment. Haven't touched anything else, it's just been too hot for anything else. Let's pop that one down there for the photo. Right, next is, let's do this one next. So this is the opposite of what you've just seen. So this was the Camel's Yarn colourway in the colourway Glendurgan, which is a BFL sock, 75% BFL, 25% nylon. And it's this beautiful olivey green with like specks of teal and red and a couple of bits of yellow in there. So really beautiful colourway. And this is the first sock. So you can see I've started it in the wisteria lane and then I've carried on. And this was finished last week. So I think I just wanted to do the cuff of the second sock, which I have done. Here we go. Here it is. That's one cuff done, ready for the pattern. And this is 20 rounds of 2x2 ribbing. This is the blueberry ribbed waffle sock, and I think I did 11 repeats of the pattern. It's another free pattern on Ravelry, a slip stitch, heel flap and gusset, and then just my usual foot and wedge toe. And again, I only did this pattern on the leg. I haven't carried it across the foot because I got lazy and it got hot and I didn't want to. But I've cast this one on, and if possible, I'd like to also get this one to just before the heel, get through the leg on this one. So I've got 2 legs to do this week. That feels like quite a lot with all the other things I'm doing, but I think I can do it. So yes, so that's that one. Let's pop that down there as well for its little photo. Sorry if I feel like I'm rushing through this. I'm just so hot. I'm just so hot. I'm sure if you've watched any other podcasts this week, you'll know that everyone in this country is hot at the moment. Next are, this one, I nearly hit my target, so close. These are the James Makes Yarn socks in the colourway Flying Saucer, which is this fantastic neon-y, all sorts of fabulous neon colours. I love this colourway. And I had finished the first sock and I was just past the gusset stitches. So I was here, where this pretty little elephant is. I was just past the gusset stitches and I wanted to finish this sock. I almost have. I've just got to Kitchener it. I've done everything except the Kitchener, and I was too hot to do it, to concentrate on with a tapestry needle. My fingers was too sticky. So I'm pretty much calling this a finished object. I won't show it next week, but I will have 2 finished socks, and this is the cast on with 2.25mm needles, 15 rounds of 1x1 ribbing. This is the That Precious Skein Socks pattern by Becky Dixon, and I did 5 repeats of the pattern into my slip stitch heel and through. So I'm calling these finished because they won't appear on next week's podcast, but yeah, there's these ones. So yeah, that's fantastic. That's another set of needles I can have back. Although what I'm discovering is I don't actually enjoy knitting on 2.25mm needles. I don't like the fit of the sock. I'm having to knit much bigger, and I don't know, I just prefer the 2.5mm needles. So I'm not sure I am going to cast on any more in the 2.25s. I mean, the fabric's obviously a lot tighter and better, but I don't want to cast on 72 stitches. And yeah, because I'm quite a tight knitter, I can't get away with 64. They're just too tight for my heel arch. I can't get it over my arch of my foot. So I'm going to stick to my 2.5mm, and these ones are going to go back in the cupboard. But I'm calling those finished. I don't care if that's cheating. I'm calling them finished. Right, the next 2 are my Christmas in July socks. So we'll start with these ones. Sorry, just looking at the tennis score. It's all good so far. So I am doing Christmas socks for my girls, and I had 2 yarns, both of which are like stash, leftovers from stash. So I've got this tiny little green, where is it, olivey green one, which was from a Beehive Yarn advent, and then I've got this beautiful sort of pinky one, which was a Zakami yarn colourway. I don't have the labels for either of these. And I cast on, and I was, where was I last time? I was through the gusset on this first sock. It's kind of Christmassy, I think, with the green and pink. I was here through the gusset, and I finished the sock, which is what I wanted to do. These are in 2.5mm DPNs, 20 rounds of ribbing, 30 rounds of leg, slip stitch heel, and just knit to the length of my daughter, and then again a wedge toe in the olivey green. So I have finished the first sock. They are a good fit. I have tried them on, and she's only a little bit smaller feet than me. Quite like the way the yarn is sort of stripy pooled. I quite like that. And the second sock has been cast on. I think I've done about 2 rounds of ribbing. So the second sock has been cast on. I don't know if I've got enough left. So if I haven't, I'm going to have to improvise and see what I've got. I didn't wear it before I started, so I'm hoping I've got enough. If I haven't, I'll have to go stash diving and find something very similar, but achieved. I want to get the cuff done on this because it's a 20 round cuff. I'm just going to sew the cuff. If I get onto the main one, great, but I'm not going to overcommit this week because I've got a busy week ahead. I've got, my daughter's got, I'll talk about that at the end. I've got a busy week ahead, so I'm not going to overcommit. So yeah, I just want to get the cuff done on these. But I am enjoying working in my Christmas themed yarns. And the next one is in this fantastic colourway sock set from Giddy Yarns. I can't find the label for it, so I can't remember what it's called, but it was one of her 4 Sunday of Advents in 2024. Really pretty together. And I think I just wanted to, I think I only just cast this one. Oh yeah, I wanted to get through the gusset stitches on this one. I remember that now because I had to look it up to remember what I'd said to myself. So last week I had done the cuff, it's where I was. I'd done about 2 rounds of this, and I am through the heel. No, I didn't want to do the gusset. I wanted to be through the heel. I'm through the heel. I just haven't picked up for the side. I just haven't picked up the side stitches. So yeah, technically I'm through the heel. I haven't done the gusset, but that's fine. It's just been too hot. So that's as far as I've got. I really love these colours together. How beautiful is that? Really, really pretty. I like that. So for this one, I want to just be through the gusset because I hate doing the gusset stitches. So if I can get through the gusset on these, I'll be happy. And that would be that one done. So we're doing all right, aren't we? I'm pretty much meeting my targets. Really enjoying what I'm knitting. I haven't put one of the socks down there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I haven't put the other Christmas one down. Let's go back to that one. Hang on. Let's put that down there. The photo. Yeah. Doing pretty well. How are you guys doing? You seem to be chugging on with your knitting as well from the comments. Sorry I didn't get around to replying last week. It was a really, really busy week. So I'll try and find some time this week to reply to the last 2 weeks worth of messages. And Kathy, the bag that you won is in a bag, wrapped up, ready to go. I just need to go on and do the Royal Mail so they can come and collect it and pay for the postage. So that will be leaving here for you this week. So hopefully you'll receive that soon. I have a busy week ahead. I've got 4 days left at work and then we break up for the summer. Excited about that. And it's enrichment week at work, so we don't get, like, the kids are all out and about doing activities on day trips and stuff like that, so it's not quite as busy. But tomorrow afternoon I've got my youngest daughter's year 6 leavers show to go and watch, and she has the second most lines of anyone, 63 lines apparently that she's had to remember for this show. So I'm going to go and watch her in that. And then Tuesday after school, I think something's happening Tuesday. I can't remember. Wednesday, England are in the semi-finals of the Football World Cup, which I will be watching. I did stay up Saturday night till 1 in the morning and watch the England game. Consequently, I'm very tired today, but I will be, it's a much more reasonable time at 8 o'clock on Wednesday night, so I'll be watching that Wednesday. Thursday is my daughter's leavers disco or leavers party. So again, there's quite a lot of things that are happening, but I can't really vlog them. Saturday, I will try and vlog. My husband's taking my daughter, oh no, Friday, sorry, I forgot about Friday. Thursday's the last day of term, and then it's my daughter's leavers disco. Friday, I'm going out for breakfast with 2 close friends, so I'll see if they'll let me vlog, but if not, I'll just vlog the scenery. But we're going out for breakfast because we all happen to be off work and our kids are still in school. So we're going for a last day of term yummy mummy breakfast. And then Saturday, oh yeah, my husband's taking my middle daughter to the beach with all of her friends. My eldest daughters will have gone to a festival on the Thursday for the weekend. So she's gone for like 5 nights at a music festival. So it's just me and my youngest on Saturday, and we're going to make the birthday cake, because my middle daughter turns 13 on Sunday, and yeah, she becomes a teenager. So we're going to make her birthday cake on Saturday and decorate the house. And then Sunday is my daughter's birthday, so I will hopefully be vlogging in the morning because we've got family coming around in the afternoon for a barbecue and some birthday cake. So it is a pretty busy week, and hopefully I'll have a chance to get a little bit of knitting done, at least to meet my targets. Hope you're still all enjoying the vlogs, and I don't know, I'd just really like to thank you all for sort of commenting. I'm really loving reading the comments and catching up with you all, and just for subscribing and liking. My channel's taken quite a while to sort of get out there and get seen, but that's, you know, it's not about the numbers, is it? I really enjoy the engagement. I really enjoy sharing what I'm doing with everybody, so thank you so much for that. Yeah, so let me know what you've got on this week. Let me know what you're doing. I'm hopeful I'll have another 2 pairs of socks to enter into the Crazy Sock Ladies Ravelry group, and maybe I'll win a prize next time. So we're at the end. Leave me, what was I going to say? What emoji was I going to say? Oh, that was it. And I thought about it earlier and then I remembered. Leave me the melting person emoji, because it's so hot and I have been melting and it feels really, really, really hot. So leave me the melting person emoji if you get to the end and you've watched this far. And I will see you again next Sunday. Bye.